Welcome back to Trickle Sticks Knives. Today we're going to be going over this one. And this one is called, I think, I'll have to look it up. Pretty sure it's the Park Ranger 2 by Frost Cutlery. This is a gem of a knife, an absolute gem. Now, when I first got this knife, I'm unsure if it was just it said it was new, and this has happened before on other knives, so it may have been new because it still does. It looks new. I'm just gonna try and talk and tell you the story. Um, this one has pretty much all serrated blade, which is kind of cool. I used to not like a few things I used to not like back in the day: serrated blades, black blades, tantos, daggers. Um, Now I like all those things. So, yay for me, I guess. It does open up a lot of doors, so you can think about it that way. This one has absolutely great grip on it. It's plastic, but it offers real good grip. You can squeeze this hard, you're not going to break it. It does feel a little cheap as far as the plastic goes, but it's a good put together knife. Now, that has a caveat. It is a great knife. This is definitely one of my absolute favorites. I think it's just because of the look of it. I love it how it has grip. I love the look of that blade. I like how it's all serrated. Um, this one's it is while it is sharp. This is probably the pardon me. This is probably the least serrated, sharp serrated blade that I have from Frost. Um, so I was using this, and when I first got it, and I think just to do something minor, open a box or something, and then I did it, and then I was like looking at it, and then I was like, oh, this was missing. And I was like, wait a second. I looked at this side. I was like, I know that was on there. Like, I know that was on there. I was like, where'd it go? So I looked down at some stuff and I found it. It was a little tiny, it's just a little metal emblem or whatever it is, maybe aluminum, I don't know. And then I noticed underneath it, and this is going to be how you fix the pivot, since I'm discovering every single way in existence to fix these things. Underneath here is how you fix it. So to get underneath there, if yours isn't loose, I would do the back one because this is the show side. Um, so I would just get like a knife or something and just pry it up. It's not going to hurt anything. Just get a little knife and just drink. Um, all I did was I I think it was a hex. I can't remember what screws under there, but I just kept tightening it and then feeling it, tightening it and then feeling it, and it's a bank fault right now. Oops, sorry, get that on camera. It's a it's a bank fault right now. Even with these cheap plastic handles, it is good to go. I wouldn't do heavy work with it, but it's ready for medium work all day long for sure, especially with that blade. I wish that blade was sharper, man, but for whatever reason, it's not. Um, it's sharp, but I'm just comparing it to every other Frost cutlery knife. Um, it wasn't as sharp as that as the other ones, but it is sharp. Um, let's see here. I did. Yeah, you can see how this one, it's a little like stag head. deer head there. You can see how that one's like, this one's kind of perfect how that's on there. And then mine's a little cockeyed, like it's not a big deal. But I didn't get it perfectly straight, but it's really not a big deal. Hopefully it doesn't pop off again. I put super glue under it, so it should. And I kind of thought ahead of because the pivot's in the middle, so I'm like, oh, put the super glue on the outer, you know, not so much in the middle. Basically, wouldn't be a big deal if you did it because just using it will break the pivot if you did super glue it on accident. But you know, mine's fine, no problems there. This is a really, really good knife. It flicks out great. The lockup, when I first had it, the lockup was real loose, and I was extremely disappointed. I was like, man, I really wanted this knife to work out. Because, I mean, look at this thing. I really like the grip on this. And I've got a few knives like that, where they went above and beyond for the grip. But it's an excellent little knife. This would be a great little emergency knife for a seatbelt. That would cut some seatbelts for sure. Trying to think what else would be good for. I like how it goes down in the back. That's one reason I always like the style. Just when it goes back, when it goes like a hardcore down in the back. I like that. Just kind of lends for tighter fit, sort of. But let's go ahead and get some measurements and stuff. Just about on the money. This is 8 inches all the way across. 3¼ inches blade with the actual cutting edge 2.75 is the actual cutting edge, and then the handle is 4.75. Let's see here. Let's get the caliper reading on. It's probably around 0.5. Oh, a little less than 0.5. 0.475. And that blade stock on there. 2.4 on the blade stock, which is a little thin. Definitely slicey. I do like how it. I always thought it was really nice when they basically start out with a fat stock and then it swoops down to really thin. That to me is like, it's everyone's different, but I always thought that looks nice on a knife when trying to get it in focus so I can point it out here. Just how it comes down and then boom, comes and it goes, swedges in real hardcore on both sides. This swedge. I always thought that looked cool on any knife. Just that swedge on the top. Everybody's different. Some people don't like a swedge at all on the knife, but I always thought it made the knife look, I don't know, meaner, maybe. But let's go ahead and get a weight. Since we're here. 2.6, pretty light knife. Definitely could put a lanyard on there. See the hole there. Decent sized lanyard. You don't have to use much, just kick that out. And I made sure it was really, really tight. I wanted it like a bank vault. I mean, I went as tight as I can get it without messing up the action. Sometimes you got to mess up that action, but I didn't have to with this one, and I'm glad I didn't. So now you know how to fix yours if you get one of these and you're like, wow, what a disappointment. The pivot's really loose. Just pop that off, tighten it down, and then try to stay on the outer edge of the ring or the cap here. And then just try to do your best to line it up to make it look identical to this side. Which, I mean, I didn't do that bad. It could be much worse. It could be upside down. So, has a little guard there for your fingers, so you know I'm all about it already. It has serrations, and I'm really liking that, so especially lately. So this is really, I've only got a couple knives that have full serrations, and I just call them emergency knives because that's kind of what they're best for, is emergency, well, like seatbelt or self-defense. It would definitely work in either scenario. I would. This one's really slicey, so I mean, wouldn't want to really get hit with that. I mean, that's a really thin blade. I would rather, if it was a self-defense scenario, I hope I had something better than this one, and I always do. So, I do plan on doing a video on that actually. Like, how many knives do you carry? Like, that's going to be the title of the video. I might do it right after this. Who knows? Or if I get bored later. But there you go. Park Ranger 2. Have a good one, everybody.